Aloha everyone, so it's around 7 o'clock right now, and people are wondering what I eat before heading over to Raiders headquarters, and I'm just going to show you right now. It's delicious egg omelet. So get your protein in to activate the MPS, which is the muscle protein synthesis, so that way throughout the day you're not what's called a catabolic state, because if you don't have enough protein in you, it's just going to, your gains are just going to go to crap. So make sure you get that protein in early in the AM if you're on a tight schedule, because at the end of the day, protein is where it's at, and you don't want to lose those gains inside the gym. And what you eat outside the gym is going to repair those gains. So there you have it, here from the dark side of BEASTwriter. I'll be posting more diet tips, and so stay tuned for that as we keep things hot here in the DOB. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wacky Wednesday. BEASTwriter. All right, we are live at Raiders headquarters, about to interview Coach McDaniels, and I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on the Aloha Kickoff video on some of the questions I want to ask today. Usually I don't ask too many questions during the pressers because, one, there's other people that need to ask questions. But no, I try to ask at least one if I have one, and the one that I want to talk about is DeForest Buckner. He's a guy that really has been shining in my grading system. In fact, he's ranked #1 in my grading system for all interior defensive linemen in the DOB grading system, grading out at a 7.6, where Jeffrey Simmons graded out a 7.3 and Chris Jones grades out at a 6.9, so going into week 10. So he had a really good game, graded and evaluating his film of the last week that he just played in, and he had 1 sack to be exact for -8 yards of hidden yardage, and he also made some sound plays in run fit integrity, so he does a really good job at that. I'm going to ask Coach McDaniels for his thoughts on it because I want to get his scouting report on the All-Pro defensive tackle, so stay tuned for that as we keep things hot here in the DOB. Thank you so much, and stay tuned. BEASTwriter out. Coach, you already faced some of the top 3 tech defensive tackles this year, Jeffrey Simmons, Chris Jones. You're facing another one in DeForest Buckner. Can you just briefly describe the challenges he presents when evaluating the game film?
Yeah, he's a very unique player. You don't see many players that have his height and length inside all year long. It's a different body type, and he moves. Obviously, he's very agile, quick. Strong, uses his hands well, disruptive in the pass rush, makes negative plays in a running game, and he plays a lot of snaps, and he's got a running mate in there, Stewart, that, leads the league in that tackles for loss, I believe, now at nose tackle, so he's really coming along. And then DeForest does the 3 technique most of the time too, so as I said, he's kind of, the catalyst up there, but I'd say across the board, they've really put a lot of time, effort, and resources into their defensive front. Draft picks, high draft picks, and you can see it's paying off for them, obviously, with how disruptive they've been. But he's certainly going to be a challenge. We're going to need to know where he's at on every play, which isn't generally hard to figure out. But we got to stop him from making those disruptive plays as much as possible.